Most people who qualify for protection as victims of human trafficking would never describe themselves that way. They hear the word trafficking and think kidnapping, locked rooms, chains, or violence. And because their experience didn't look like that, they assume that can't be me. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Every year, tens of thousands of trafficking situations are reported in the United States, and experts agree that those numbers represent only a fraction of what actually happens. The disconnect between what people think trafficking is and what it actually looks like is why so many people never realize the law was written to protect them. And here's what matters most. These cases aren't rare. They aren't limited to one city. They aren't limited to one background. They happen quietly, in plain sight. Here's the most important idea in this entire video. Human trafficking is about control, not chains. Under US law, trafficking exists when someone takes away another person's real ability to choose. Control does not always come from violence. It comes from fear, threats, debt, shame, isolation, immigration status, and emotional dependence. If someone can make it unsafe for you to say no, unsafe for you to leave, or unsafe to ask for help, that is where trafficking begins under the law. US law recognizes two main forms of trafficking. The first is sex trafficking. Sex trafficking means someone is pushed, pressured, or forced into sexual acts. That pressure does not have to be violent. Fear counts. Threats counts. Manipulation counts. If someone uses your situation, whether your age, your fear, your immigration status, or your dependence to control your body, that can be sex trafficking. Second form of trafficking is labor trafficking. Labor trafficking means being forced to work or being kept working through fear or doubt. This includes being told you must work to pay off a debt, being paid little or nothing, being threatened if you try to leave, and being told immigration will be called if you stop working. Most victims say the same thing. I didn't think I had a choice. That feeling is legally significant. This is the biggest misunderstanding of all. Agreeing to come to the United States does not mean you were not trafficked. Many victims wanted a better life, trusted the wrong person, agreed to work or travel. Trafficking often begins after arrival to the United States, when promises disappear, rules change, and fear replaces freedom. The law understands this even when victims blame themselves. Traffickers rarely look like criminals. They look like employers, partners, helpers, family members, people you trusted. And control is far more effective than force. It's why the law focuses on how control is maintained, not how dramatic the situation looks. Because lawmakers understood all of this, US immigration law created a humanitarian protection called the T visa. It exists to protect victims of severe human trafficking and to offer a path to safety, even when their experience never made headlines. When properly prepared, a T visa can provide lawful status, work authorization, protection from deportation, potential protection for certain family members, and a path to a green card. This is real protection, not temporary relief. People often ask, do I need a police report? The answer is sometimes, but not always. What matters is whether the facts show control and exploitation. In some cases, rushing to law enforcement without legal guidance can actually harm a case. This is why strategy matters. Many people are told they don't qualify because their story wasn't fully understood. The right questions were never asked. The case was screened too quickly. Trafficking cases require listening, patience, and experience. They're not checklist cases, they are human cases. Human trafficking is unfortunately not rare. It's hidden, it's misunderstood, but the law recognizes it even when the public does not. If this video made you rethink what you thought you knew, that's the point. Because understanding trafficking isn't about labels. It's about recognizing control and knowing when the law offers protection.